All right, everyone, what is up? It's Mike Mooney back with another Pro Day review. This time we're checking out the Trey Lance Pro Day, and let's go. All right, so to start, he came into it, he already looks warmed up. He looks pretty good. I don't like his form there on the closeout, but this guy exudes a lot of confidence, and I think that's a great measurement. I don't know, a lot of organizations look for that in a rookie quarterback, somebody coming into the league. He's got excellent movement, which we expect. We expect a high athleticism in this, with this high of a draft pick, obviously. Posture seems solid from what I can tell. Excellent leg movement. His footwork, from what I can tell with this picture, obviously seems pretty strong. Can't see his feet yet. I know we'll get to here in a couple clips. There we go. Don't like the stutter step, but that twist and turn with the upper body at the waist. Let's watch that again. Was excellent. Here we go. The waist turn, fantastic. He led with his upper body first, legs followed, which is perfect and fluid for a quarterback. Threw off his front foot. Threw off his front foot again. Look at that zip on that ball, was fantastic. Again, that was a little slow of a ball. The release was great, but the ball was a little slow, which is fine on the out routes sometimes. Height there wasn't perfect, but again, the release was fantastic there. Great zip, great arm strength, perfect ball placement, perfect ball placement. I know for those of you who have watched the Sam Ellinger Pro Day that I released, this is completely different. This guy's coming in here. Look at that strength. Pretty good. That one was kind of a little bit of a floater, but again, got overall great, look at that, great arm strength. Ball placement is excellent, which it should be in these circumstances. You're not, that was a little low, but that probably would have gotten better down the line. Perfect height. Again, good release. Again, I mean, this is so far so good. A lot of recurring patterns here. There's not that much to analyze. I think that this guy is a great player. That one was a little high, but it looks... I mean, that maybe that needed to be that high. I mean, I'm going to watch that one again. Let's check this out. Yeah, I can see that's good. I mean, that connection is fantastic. Wow, good placement again. He knows the field. You see that confidence. I really wish that we could have seen this guy play up against more elite defenses in college. It seems okay for now, but man, I think that he would have done excellent. A little bit of a... Hang on. This looks like they played the same play from multiple angles. And I don't like how he makes his receivers slow down and wait a little bit. That ball would have been picked off in the NFL. Look at that. Excellent. Just a little... I'm going to watch that one again. Not that one. Okay, just too high. But overall, could have been the receiver. I'm not sure. We weren't able to see him from this angle. Decent under pressure. The ball has a great arch with him. It's not way too high. None of these seem wobbly. He's overthrown one pass from what we can tell so far. Like I was saying, I really wish I could have seen him play against an elite defense in the NCAA. Play an FBS school. I don't know, just something. Great ball placement. That was excellent. Seems comfortable in the seam too. Look at this. This is gonna be a long toss. Perfect. Wasn't too much of a floater. He didn't lead him inside, so the arm strength is definitely still there. Obviously going deep. When it's not, you'll see them come inside like. So he stayed outside the numbers. You'll see them come inside the numbers because the ball will be thrown deep but underthrown, and so the way that the receiver has to come back in to kind of get it if they keep moving forward. Great ball. His hands don't look too small like some of the other quarterbacks do with his ball handling, and I'm really conflicted about this player. Because I think that he is potentially the best quarterback available in this draft, believe it or not. I think Lawrence is definitely the number one draft pick, and if the Jags didn't go with him, I think that Urban Meyer would be ostracized. Urban was standing 2 feet behind Trevor Lawrence his entire pro day. And obviously this, Trey Lance had an additional month to prepare on top of Trevor Lawrence for pro day, because Trevor Lawrence ended up having to have a surgery and was, is out for 4 to 6 weeks in practice. So he's probably getting back to practicing now. But I don't know. I won't be surprised if Trey Lance does better long-term in the NFL. I could be wrong with that, but there's a lot of raw athleticism here. There's no robotic movement. Yeah, I mean, so far so good. This is excellent. Timing there wasn't perfect, but upper echelon at least. Excellent. And these receivers, they're not making him look any worse, obviously. So, that's an important variable, is who you have catching the ball for you. Some of them looked a little dramatic for the Sam Ehlinger one. Fastball right down the seam. That's a little low, but that was, again, for a slant, not that bad. Deeper slant. Decent out. Timing seems fantastic. He kind of, you can't really get a gauge on how he actually performs with the play action here with those little fake ones that they do. Obviously, there's just no way to tell if their faking ability is actually strong. Some people look at that and say that they can decipher, but I don't see anything here with that. He's got good movement though. His footwork is fantastic. He's not crossing his feet. A lot of these guys cross their feet. That's a problem going into the NFL. He's throwing off his front foot every time. Just decisive, strong, and throwing through the throw. So if you watch I'm going to watch his right arm here follow through. Boom, follows through, right through perfectly. We're going to watch it again. Follows right through right now. Perfect. So that arm is going all the way out and coming all the way down. Overall, again, a fantastic performance, and the team that picks him up, I think, is a very lucky team. Just a little overthrown. Not too bad, though. I'm actually really impressed with this pro day, because you see a lot of these go wrong, and then the players have to fall back on their actual game ability, in which he can fall back on both. I like him here a little bit more, actually, than what I've seen in the games, but from what we know about his work ethic, I don't think that it's a concern either way. I think that he's going to play well in the NFL. I think this is a multi-year quarterback. I don't think this is somebody who's going to be in and out. I don't know if he'll have the ability to shadow someone in the NFL or not, but I think that he will become a starting quarterback, obviously, if not right away, then relatively quickly, which we expect with this high of a draft pick. And I'm way more optimistic on him than I am, Mac Jones. You can tell he's getting a little more tired here, but these back of the end zone tosses seem pretty good. That was a great ball and almost knocked that receiver on his ass. Yeah, so he's getting a little cooled down here. I'd like to see him in more of a stamina perspective. You can see that the balls are getting a little slower. Placement isn't bad. Yeah. Still excellent on the release. Very impressed. He's got like fantastic spirals. The ball is always, well, aside from that toss, that was a little wobbly, but the ball is normally, it's really tight. That may have been the first really wobbly toss I've seen this entire pro day. Look how tight that is. Just over tossed. Might have been the receiver. I'm not sure. Can't tell in these scenarios, but unless I had a high field camera. Look at that. Excellent placement. Right out in front of the receiver. Grab and go. Grab and score. beautiful. That's the same toss. Footwork has not gotten sloppy over the pro day at all either. His movement has not turned robotic later on. And I don't know who decides exactly what routes are being run, what they want to see. I know that Sam Ehlinger spent a lot more time throwing deeper balls. But here, there's a lot of end zone work being done. And overall, I mean, I think he's an exceptional player. Like I said, I really wish I could have seen him play against some elite defenses, but that's okay for now. We'll find out what he can do. Obviously, when he joins the league, I think he'll do really well in the league. I think everyone, knew all of this. He's got a great zip. He's got great arm strength. His posture's solid. Like I said, everyone knew all of this coming into it, but we just really wanted to see it and confirm it. And this guy, I don't know. I really wish I could have seen him play against an elite defense because I think he would have done really well. His movement here, compared solely based on pro days, his movement here looks better than Trevor Lawrence's pro day to me. Just based on pro days. Obviously, I don't know what his performance looks like compared to Trevor Lawrence, but just a lot of raw athleticism here, and I wish him the absolute best in the league.